Stepping into map 2 here. G2 has the Reyna, Fade, Astra, Sage Chamber. I love the Sage. The Reyna's interesting. Juliana's going to try and go ham. And I didn't see Guild. What does Guild have? KO, Viper, Astra, Fade, Chamber, double controller, 2 chambers. Let's get a little bit of casters. Alright. I like the alarm bot placement for G2 on the defense. This is a great Viper wall. Everyone's doing this, take it back. What do you call this little thing to sit behind here? I don't know what this is called. 3 ghosts on the attack side, 2 ghosts on the defenders. They're going to reverse the map here. I like the setup at long A by G2 here. A lot of people are doing this chamber rendezvous to go through the wall. Nice. Ooh, didn't get the kill. I don't think she needed to play that location, but it was a nice try. Nice advanced info though. The fact that they played at that box is really good because now they can shut him out with the smoke. Good lurk from Roxy. Nice positioning. Gets 1. Would have been nice if she had 2. This is a good call from Guild to run through that smoke. They need to do that with the time left, and they did it all together. It's a nice push into the dugout area. I like how Guild play. Like, they're always playing together and doing stuff together. Mary's going to have to ace to win this round. Can she do it? Ooh, interesting plant location. I didn't know that. She's not going to do it. So that's another pissed round for Guild. So that's 3 in a row now because they won both on last map. Okay, let's see what G2 decided to do. Sheriff on Mary, who's gotten a few kills. She's on the Sage. I wonder if she's going to go for an orb passively. 2 Bulldogs, 2 Spectres. It looks like Smurfette's going to play full Headhunter. We're going to see the same Viper wall committed towards B. They're going fast B, or fast B link. That haunt with the flash there is really hard to deal with. This is a nice combo. Roxy getting caught off. Spike's top mid. Woo! Oh my. Let me go back and see how that happened. What was Roxy doing? She's just a little overcommitted to the angle here. And then G2 makes a nice play. So I was singing the praises of Roxy on her Cypher last map. Where did they get the Bulldog from? Yeah, they got the... Yeah, they got the Bulldog from Roxy. So it seems like they're a little bit less drilled on this map compared to Fracture, given the spike location. Although, it's hard to drill every single round, so it's not that big of a deal. Wow, nice eco round win there for G2. That's a tilter. They got the 3 Vandals out, Spectre and Bulldog. They got the Cosmic Divide. Smurfette's 3 off the ult. Claudia's 2 off her ult. Looks like they're all grouped up towards top mid. We'll start calling this area top mid. Let me get my pointer out. All the tools at their disposal to very quickly attack and secure space. Instead, it's about slowly working their way up. So these good timings through mid can be very punishing. This round, though, just walking straight into the... They're just getting blended in art. This round's kind of a... I don't know. In this not very interesting. Pistols are just better than rifles. I don't get it.
have been.
Monk and gun.
Yeah, making something out of nothing though, because bear in mind that was the ghost rather than the two sheriffs that are on deck as well. So a little bit more threatening than they maybe would have imagined. Maybe hitting the brakes a little here. See if there is that re-explore towards middle from G2. Not going to happen. They're more stacked towards the cross coming out of ARP. Have Mary sat there and Mimi. And that's sharp. That's really sharp. Mary's on a heater now. Looking pretty solid in this map so far, but a couple of threats made and didn't get the rifle, I don't believe either. A little unfortunate for them in that regard. They could have maybe had the upgrade there, have this be a really threatening extended bonus almost. It's a little out of sorts now because we do have Mimi with the operator, so it's not completely as per usual. But again, G2 looking way more threatened by Guild this time.
For sure. Although I think Mary, even with the spec, like she shouldn't be taking early fights anyway. She has Resurrect online. You have the wall too for glance, potentially in a post plant, or just to stall out tons of time.
All right, first gun round. Kind of a bonus for G2. Viper's working towards B. They're doing the take it back. Guild has a triple B setup. I like this KO knife from Guild. Astra's taking solo space mid based on the info gained at B. Giuliano's playing bottom B link on the Reyna. I wonder how far the Lear affects people at B. I need to test that. I haven't tested Reyna on this map.
I think that's what Guild are preparing for. Yeah, there's the smoke.
Okay. They're in close. And see Giuliano lingering up a little
That
closer.
smoke placement needs to be shifted.
You can see the pressure still shown towards the A side, so a bit of an A crunch coming in. A little bit of a...
This is good. Good by Anja to stay alive, using her utility well for the split. But she's gonna die, but she gets double traded. So Anja played her position nicely. Petra, you have a seize. Dang, Claudia, what up? Sheesh. Cinnamon. She's got that new crosshair. It's longer on the wide than it is on the vertical axis.
Up online Ness. You don't want to walk into the crosshair right here. Claudia went crazy, pushing into spawn almost, even with sight control, and now
Mimi can win this.
Not going to be simple. Maybe trying to bait with this gun on the ground, sees the rifle.
Oh, Ness. Oh, this is totally winnable.
Knows it so early that Ness is in this position, but Ness is so clutch. Can Mimi clear this corner cleanly? She absolutely can.
That angle. Since Ness was close to the wall, she could be seen earlier. It's math, bro.
And lets him know she got the clutch as well. Wow. I mean, just finding information, the rifle switch around from op to pistol to back into the rifle.
All right, what's the money situation? So everyone except for Smurfette's gonna have a hard time buying next round, but Smurfette has the tour de force. We got KO, Chamber, and Astra ult, and then Sage and Astra. The setup is the same by G2 as we saw other two maps. They don't shift a lot on defense, except they don't have the 3 at long B. The Reyna's and the B link. Guild is going for the heavy B. A lot of people are doing this Prowler. Didn't clear both behind the pillar, but it's not going to matter.
Make it almost impossible for the Chamber to peek out through that without the TP ready to go. Another 20 seconds.
There goes in. No one close by. Giuliano getting.
There's a lot of good positioning the Chamber can do on this B site. Super good here. Giuliano angling up here. Very confident. KO. Oh, wow. That was a well-timed Cosmic Divide. Lucked out. Not going to be able to capitalize off the C's much. I feel like maybe they could have used that a little later to secure the back hole, but I don't know. I'm just nitpicking at this point. Alright, what's the... Nice kill by Anja. I'm surprised she got one there. Claudia forcing the fight. I don't mind it, though.
Yeah, they're going to need something that's going to set them through this. There has to be something to deny this. Mimi's on the defuse, and Smurfette goes for the knife to check the close wall. No one's there, but Giuliano watching, overwhelmed in the end.
Oh, man, the Cosmic Divide is huge.
Couldn't be denied in the end. They
They needed to have a better plan for that. They didn't have any. What happened with Viper there? Does she have any mollies? When did she use her mollies? So she started the round with one molly. She uses it, I'm guessing, around here on the back hall. I think I remember. I don't know why my Epic Pen program isn't working. I'm trying to draw on the screen and it's not working.
Making the decision to play 4 off site. They have the mollies to play with. I do believe for the post. No, they actually don't. And they're losing
Do I
control
have to
over
pay
both
for the
sites.
program or
Really
something?
bad with the wall coming up as well. G2 are fully in control of the site.
Yeah, they're gonna need something that's gonna set them through this.
Anyway, let's go to the next round.
Site taker stalling out when the
Alright.
going down. You can
Guild are on the save with the hero rifle and chamber. Money is starting to build for G2. G2 is going for the heavy ace stack, as they know that the other team probably doesn't want to deal with B, the guns. Perhaps, I'm assuming. I like this alarm bot. This is nice. Obviously, the alarm bot in and of itself is not what's nice. It's how they're playing off of it, putting their resources elsewhere. I'm talking about G2's alarm bot behind the B pillar.
I actually really like the extremity control that G2's going for to try and push up on this. It didn't really work out in the pistol initially. They had that double stack left over towards it, but I think it's a good idea to try and be proactive on the map, and this worked out really nicely. And then the problem becomes trying to get towards the A site is super difficult because, again, this cross, this angle that Giuliano gets to play with, unless they have
I like this proactive play by G2. Again, as mentioned at the beginning of the round.
Really a little too far ahead for me, but is Petra
Nice kills.
keep this round in check? No harm, no foul in the end. 3 stay alive. They keep the rifle, they keep the operator, they get everything they wanted.
Alright, so we got the Nightfall on Anja and the Viper's Pit on Ness. Nightfall is the fatal, by the way. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, lots of ults this round. So we got the Res, the Nightfall, the Reyna ult for the defense. Alright, let's see here if they do something Viper Pit related. Interesting change of Viper Wall for the attackers here. Not as deep. I guess this is more for the Viper Pit, right? So you could get to site. Guild is initiating towards Art here. They're going to find the wall and break it. They've seen this wall before. As aforementioned, G2 don't change their defense setup much, but I have seen them change it this map a little bit, opting for 3 people on edges twice now. The spike is left top mid again. Let's see if it's going to be a problem like it was on the eco round. It is not. It seems like they want to go for the mids, at least just pressuring the middle of the map early. I think that's good, especially if you're going to do the Viper Pit somewhere. So there's more question marks in the defense mind.
They haven't really gone for a full commit into this B split, fighting into connector, but do have a flash in the hands of Claudia if they want to go for it. Giuliano in a lot of trouble. Claudia's
nice flash.
And they know there's connector players. At least
nice explode there by Guild, playing very well together. Let's see if Petra can get anything out of this. So what's interesting is that Mary died with the res. That could have been played a little bit differently, but I don't want to get too caught up with that. Wow, they're flying. So this is one thing about this B connector is like if you don't get to the site quickly, like the rotates are gonna come in. And I've gotten shot in the back a lot in ranked games. I've also seen it in a lot of the matches from champs. I got the Viper Pit. Oh my gosh. Wow. Ness is just spamming her abilities towards her. That's cringe.
Star on the ground as well, so she tries to walk through potential pull or concuss. Just can't see away from Petra.
No, absolutely not.
Nice round by Guild there, speeding up on mid. They played it nice and methodically early.
I liked the initial attack from Guild, but then it seemed like they were a bit lost because the spike goes down and they only send 1 player fire back initially to grab it, while the other 3 commit into the site. Take 2 of them were long, albeit, but very chaotic in those late round moments. And I think Guild a little bit lucky almost to be able to retrieve the spike. Maybe the swing from G2 a little bit too early to allow them to take that 2 versus 1 fight and get onto site with just 1 second remaining, or they would have run out of time for.
All right, G2 is going to be switching it up here. They're putting the Reyna towards A. And they're going to be met with a lot of people from Guild pushing it. Glance is going to take the fight there ahead of Juliana. Looks like there's a little bit of a lack of concertedness there. Those are always fun ones to review with comms. G2 switching the trademark location, aka Alarm Bot, down to bottom art. This is a pretty standard location, so we've seen it in three places now. I wish I had the little pen thing so I could draw on my screen, but it's bugging out right now. So look at this. I feel like, so based on the Sage Wall and the Alarm Bot, they had good stability in the middle of the map, which allowed them to fight. Petra gets a kill. Nice kill from Petra to not die after an overcommit. Big swing. Very wide swing. She can do it. Oh, yep. Oh, nice try.
Yeah, G2 put on the rotate and also going for that counter off Viper.
Oh, Cloud9 just tweeted out the thank you tweet to announce my departure.
That there was a chance for Mimi to get a shot off there. The first one didn't quite connect, but the rest of the flood from G2 was just super effective. And if you can't lock off both Heaven and B-Link,
all right, let's focus on this game.
You are in a lot.
All right, no ults.
It is that same wall again, but they're gonna have
Claudia's close. They're on a save round. Got the op on Mimi. Reyna's in art this time, so it seems like Juliana's just floating around the map as a Reyna should. This wall is super annoying in the B lane because it opens up a bunch of angles when you have to go through. But there's a few other ones in this similar location. There's a lot of annoying angles in art here, actually. Seems like a small space, but I feel like it's like a great place for aimers to play. There's that behind the B pillar trademark. Petra playing the off angle, leaves it for the Prowler. Claudia knows that there's 2 there now. I think she already knew though. Seems like Guild like this kind of like swiveling back and forth from mid approach. No real rhyme or reason other than just playing the dynamics in real time, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. You're gaming.
This is formality now. Roxy, great connection on one, but the op will be recovered. And you're right, the re-aggression from Juliana was consistent. That Prowler.
All right, here we go. Another gun round. Claudia has the ult. What other ults might come into play? Alright, Guild's taking a timeout. So Guild, I don't think Guild even took a timeout on Bind map 1, even when they were getting throttled. So this is interesting. And also, between map 1 and map 2, in my opinion, Guild looked way different in terms of their togetherness. So I'm hoping that their coach, or whatever, whenever they talk to each other, they're able to make a change here. Like a nice positive mentality or strategic shift. I think even if you're not going to do a strategic shift, just allowing people to take a bunch of deep breaths and kind of calm themselves and reset can be beneficial during a timeout. And you never want to assume that the timeout is fully the coach talking. Sometimes the players know what the solution is and they're going to use the whole timeout. The coach isn't necessarily the only one talking.
No, they've straight up murdered everyone just to get their shoes.
Oh,
It's
no.
like, oh, it's a cute little football game. No, it's a massacre scene. That's what this is.
It's when
Terrifying.
sneakerheads go too far.
7-2 though, Guild now. They pump the brakes for a second to try and maybe adjust something coming into this. I feel like they've come into this with
Ooh.
getting a much closer game, but sadly the result is very much similar. It's
All
17
right,
to
heavy
8.
A approach from Guild, and
But the
G2 is
Gozen
doing a
Warriors
triple
right now,
walk
they've
long B.
not gone for
Nice.
B aggression. They've gone for some A
They
aggression.
called the right thing at the
Multiple
right
plays. Look,
time,
this smoke
but
coming
they
out, and
spotted it without getting anything out of it. So let's see what
this
Guild
leads
do with this
to an A hit.
information.
This effectively locks Guild into an A hit.
I like though that the Giuliano just running around and ripping people. Nice shot from Mimi. I like this. I like how they push the attackers into where the chamber op is. It's a nice idea. Simple idea that yields a lot, especially in pugs. You could just call that really easily in a ranked game. Hey, you guys push here. I'm gonna sit here.
They knew all three had pushed B main, but
I love people that call strats in ranked games.
Lance is going to do. The smoke drops. Oh, Giuliano is
Man,
just way too damn good.
this round is wrap.
No utility in play. Purely the gun at the side and 3 players to try and dissuade from this defuse, but it ain't gonna be stopping. Anya has to face the music.
Nice try, nice try.
8 to 2 now.
Hard one to win there.
Stride through this game. A little bit of threat here and there. Yes.
All right, round 11.
Having that impact you would have wanted with that operator, but
Looks like we're gonna get
starting to heat up here. Starting to look solid across the board.
almost a full buy. Roxy's gonna be short-handed on the sheriff for Guild.
Mixing in those A pushes.
Got the tour de force.
In that one, and then like so many teams, I think would just commit all 3 players onto the flank. It's like, oh, it's too risky to send one person solo back into art, but that's exactly what they do, and it ends up being a perfect call for them. And now straight back to that A aggression. Same 3 players. This time they're pushing A. The op is going to keep B on lockdown, and well, Ness, it's a very similar story, just in the reverse. About to run into that core of G2.
So G2's mixing it up. They're throwing something different almost every single round. They got the 3-person towards A. It's funny, it's always this Astra Fade Reyna combo. And then Chamber's playing self-sufficient and Sage is locking up some other part of the map. So it's pretty easy to kind of chunk the strategy and call things that are effective very easily. Mimi gets one and gets out. You love to see it. /S, Chamber, Raffle. Roxy is lurking in the B connector. I don't know what people call that. Canal, B link, alley. I need to get to Radiant ranked to know these things.
Same idea, I think, where they go 2 down long and then this late reflank through B link.
I don't know if that Prowler goes far enough to clear Ness. I don't think it did at all. So Ness going to get away with this position for a little bit longer. Smurfette's punished Mimi, so actually starting to dwindle in numbers now. Ness good for buying.
This round can go either way. Ness hitting some big shots there. Woo! Ness is a player. My God.
Good control from Ness and Smurf.
They needed that round. That was huge.
And maybe a little bit.
This map would have gotten even further out of reach without it.
The Astra wall up. They could have just played the control site. Just
dirty bastards.
Oh my gosh. Later.
Just full random. Where do we push?
That's a hard position to deal with when you're... I feel like that's like the worst thing is when you're running at someone. You have to run forward and
Wait, weren't they just playing
take a
solo?
duel.
What's going on?
So
Look, they're having a real they've been on
Guild going for the heavy A control.
absolutely loving it. And
I think there's some other haunts you can do, but that one at least gets the job done.
Normally they've left that a little bit later. They'll posture a little, but this is with full commitment behind it. But still with the heads up approach of keeping track.
Alright, looks like the standard defensive setup. Has the Sage Wall been out yet? Nope, it hasn't. They're saving it this round and they're walk pushing mid based on the pressure. What is Roxy doing? Why is she so late with the spike?
Just about peeling away. They've left that a little bit later. They'll posture a little, but this is with full commitment behind it. But still with the heads up approach of keeping track over towards the B long site as well, or B long, should I say? Ness just about peeling away from that. So
Guild is so confident that nobody's in dugout. They just run. Oh my gosh, look at this. That's why, why? Look at how slow Roxy is. Oh, now my pen is working. That's cute. This is a very weird round. I would review this one if I was a coach for the teams just to see the comms. Some interesting. Okay. What do I know?
Giuliano and Mimi, the last two to try and build any presence into this.
Oh no.
What is happening?
Giuliano's finds the timing dancing through the
Oh my gosh.
No, Anya's got this. Anya is absolutely.
Look at this lineup.
Still in play. Giuliano's found
Oh man.
Oh God, surely.
That was...
It's fine.
That round was a hell of a drug.
She can full tank. No, she's good.
Yeah, there we go. Wait.
She could have full tanked it. One Viper Molly does not
She's
kill.
still fine. She's still fine.
But she's also good. She's good. Playing with our hearts a little bit.
That was sketch.
Oh man.
Totally fine, and it's totally fine. No
Totally
stress.
fine. Look, G2 just giving Guild the taste of the 9-3 medicine. Just like they experienced back on Fracture. And I mean, I don't know how G2 win this when Ness just kills both flankers.
I don't know.
Just absurd. But it's through both players pushing on their own. It's like one-on-one defense. You know, just player. I don't know even how they managed to do that, expecting to push through the Astrowalian art. But they're good for it. Giuliano's bounced back after a middling Fracture performance. Back on top, and now, like I said, Guild have to solve mid. They got brutalized by Giuliano walking.
All right, I'm gonna pause at 5 to use the restroom. I'll restart the recording. This. I had to respond to the tweet of me no longer being with C9. Fun stuff. All right, the epic pen's working. Sweet. All right, so G2 is playing a defaulty pistol. Guild is pushing mid. This is interesting. I love this Viper wall. This is a great Viper wall. I think I first saw 100 Thieves doing this at Champs, but I'm sure somebody else did it first before you get all mad.
We'll have to show presence there. You should ring the alarm bells. The timing could work out quite nicely for G2 in this.
This is nice by Guild because they're making G2 do something, and they kind of know what their options are. Ooh. Yeah, this wall is kind of fucky. Everyone kind of needs to know what's going on when this wall gets placed.
So really trying to beat this, but it's a double stack with Giuliano ready to swing off of that. And they're not going to be expecting.
This is an awkward post plant. Oh, you got to check that corner. You always got to check those. And it comes down to a 1v1. Bunch of shit happened.
Absolutely clutching up. And keep your eyes on that bar depleting swiftly. Half is achieved and Mimi's in danger now.
Nice clutch.
Doesn't know how to lose apparently.
This Ness girl owns, man. I feel like she is a big time clutcher, and that is great to have on a Viper. Viper is one of these agents that can really carry the game if you're a strong player. So good shit. Ooh. Damn. I thought it was something about like awareness of the wall angles, but she just jumped and got destroyed. Wondering why she jumped there if it was a mouse wheel. Alright, Guild got the pistol round. That's 4 pistol rounds in a row for Guild. Same Viper wall. 2 sheriffs for G2. Got the common trademark and the B-Link here. Gets broken early. Let's see if they change it next round. Both initiators. That knife leaves something to be desired. They're giving G2 a lot of space to work around the map. That is a scary peak on 5 HP. This girl does not care. Look at these pigtails, dude. If you're willing to put pigtails like that, you are alpha. If I had that hair, I would do those pigtails. Or whatever you call those. Are those pigtails? I think I'm supposed to be analyzing. Ooh, Giuliano. I saw it. I saw the dismiss. Saw the clutch.
I just can't stress enough how important it is to already see some adaptations, whether it's the 5-stack mid in round 1.
All right. Here comes the bonus round. They had 2 people die the previous round, so let's see how they manage the economy. Too bad I can't be looking at the economy.
Big work from her. Clearly feeling herself a little on this half. And maybe rightly so. I mean, 13 to 13. Not exactly,
All right, so they're gonna use the bonus round, so they're two sheriffs. Let's see what they do. So they're gonna play aggressive towards B, try to get a pick. Numbers. I'm not sure if Juliana read that or heard that, but they made small pressure. Now they're leaving. Let's see how proactive Gilda are moving with them. Seems like okay, it took them a little bit. Free A site. This alarm bot's interesting here. Could easily get smoked off, but it's nice because it can't be heard. Same Sage Wall. That's a good Sage Wall. It's pretty effective. Not a lot of people double commit to sitting on the A site, so you usually get a good yield out of this Sage Wall. Yeah. I'm not sure if I like this setup where you're going to 3-push B and put the trademark there. Seems a little bit suboptimal, but I'm sure they have a reason that I'm not aware of.
Force them to rebuy one or more weapons, but as it stands, it'll be a decent purchase going forward. I'm pretty sure they can spread the guns out easy here. On the other side for Guild, though, a couple of big ults coming in. Ness and Smurfette both having theirs.
Where is this room with the guitars? This is cool. Alright, so we see the alarm bot move in. Full buy versus full buy. Got tour de force. The Viper Pit. Setting up the chamber here. Alright, we're going to see a battle. Interesting tether. What was that tether?
No tag and no frag, and they turn attention. They want to avoid that operator and play the tour de force, and maybe a good shout on that one.
So the operator's going to stay. Seems like Guild. Okay. This is scary for Astra. It's really hard to get people out of this location, but I noticed that XSET had a nice way of dealing with this location. They had like a KO molly that would land there. KO molly with timing and swinging. Guild are just owning it here. I think I need to rewind to see what happened. Okay, the wall, basic wall. So Mimi was just taking an unnecessary battle there. Yeah, just... Okay, I see. Yeah, it's just a little bit of individual plays. Sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't. Nothing to get too caught up with. Alright, 10-6. We're getting a game here. 9-3 curse. Let's see if it happens.
Absolutely right. Things looking way better for Guild if that's the sort of diligence they can come in with on their gun rounds. Couple that with the fact that they actually, won pistols. They're starting to really find so much more capability in this map already. This is looking like a much better, well-rounded approach, and we do see the operator out now, so happy to see this. This could actually be a good game now, because I was a little bit worried that it would just kind of slip into what we saw before, but absolutely not the case. Guild looking way better today. And here's the thing, right?
Alright, alarm bots at bottom art.
Again, most of it's going to be off of like Sage slow lineups and prowlers connecting.
I like that suck. That was a good suck. Oh, not good, but it's interesting. It removes this take it back, so you could maybe get a pick, but they weren't going to capitalize off of it. A lot of battles going down A 2 rounds in a row now. So it seems like G2 like to take double edge map control, and then Petra's playing solo in mid. I actually think Fade is an interesting agent because she can play solo pretty well and stay alive with the prowlers, and it also makes it seem like there's a lot of people there. So I like that idea. Trademark dead.
I've played a couple games with Claudia. She's nuts.
Ooh, good tag. Kind of a waste on that haunt. I don't really see the point of that. Nice shot, Mary. Oh my.
Has a whole lot more to deal with. Smurfette's still here, but he's going to be put down. Decay down for a second or two. Zero availability to be able to call anything or hear anything as that C's came in. Now with the plant, they have a 3v2. That's towards CT. They want to find Roxy as well. Looking likely towards Arton. Absolutely is Petra. First one to it, and Roxy's gone.
Ness has done some magic today, but I don't know if it's going to work out this time around. The tag takes her down to 23. Almost gets it.
I don't know if she's going to get this, but she does have Viper Pit.
The call to save this rifle. Not that their economy is in too bad a position, but
All right, I think I'm going to fast forward through this one.
pretty much for the team. If we do get a replay, I hope we see, I think it was Smurfette's POV, because she actually just lost her right-hand view model from backside with the operator.
Where does that flash
in hand.
from? Oh, it's from...
It's from Link.
Ooh, nice flash.
See it. Oh.
And that's the thing, is I
Nice
think
flash,
there's
Claudia.
KO changes coming through. I'm very glad for those changes because so many bad KO players.
All right, the alarm bot is here. Again, I love this Viper wall.
And you right click, you flash for yourself. That's great. Learn of a flash lineup or learn to
This is a cool TP back here.
And you are instantly a fantastic KO.
So they can play retake on A. They're doing this knife that Def was doing for X set on the B link. So it gets...
I mean, she was...
I think it'd be cool to see if you can throw that knife from many locations to Shroud where you're playing. Shroud Raffle.
As it stands, we look at what we have here, and it's a default. It's a deeper default from G2, looking maybe to punish any of the aggression, knowing that the bike...
Yeah, G2 are playing slower here.
Out of sorts, Bulldog is recovered, but Smurfette does keep...
I'm not sure if it's good to push middle very often on this map as defender. It seems like there's not a lot of options unless you get really far, so you have to pick your timing well. Yeah, you're kind of just out in no woman's land there. Ness going hard. A lot of battles being taken. So they got Viper Pit and Cosmic Divide, so this is very winnable for both sides.
Is open, but they still have the wall to play with for Guild on this retake. That's going to cause G2 to slow things down just a little bit, but right now the Guild players, Roxy and Ness, just holding hands. A couple of mollies to block out a choke to maybe clear Pit.
Same
like
wall.
And they're going the long way around. So this wall, while yes, it blocks off any art play, it makes Guild fairly confident on the retake. No one can be art, so G2 are going to fight forward on the site, and I think that's the right decision given the circumstance. But you have to get past that.
Yep. Good decision to fight, especially given the Viper Pit and the Cosmic Divide. Great read.
12 now, G2 doing just enough.
Alright, let's see if Guild coming around with 4 ults here. So they have every ult except for Tour de Force. G2 has the Cosmic Divide and the Nightfall. Guild opting for this alarm bot again, the basic one. I think this is like the one that people do most often. This is interesting. A lot of fighting towards A main with this Viper wall. G2's going heavy B. Juliana wants to bang out. And bang out she will. Cosmic Divide invested. Dual Cosmic... What is this Cosmic? That's a weird one.
But all 4 players are here ready for the retake, and that's going to call G2 to hit the gap, or hit the brakes rather.
I guess there's nothing to hide behind. I can understand why.
Almost, I think they put in all of their ults. Yeah, they absolutely did, and it's going to be an instant backpedal. G2 are out of there. They are running.
Wow, they overreacted with their ults big time there. My watch is telling me to stand up for a little bit.
They didn't have much coming in. And now it's going to be a race. Look towards Pit. The 2 players who can maybe do something about denying this. The Horn's timing is going to be lovely. Doesn't actually find another player, but it does reveal as soon as they had to shoot it. Ness tries to slip ahead of it, punished by Mimi, and now it's down to...
Everyone's just making individual plays at this point at the end of the game.
Nightfall catches one, just 2 players from Guild, and they have to clear out art. How is it even possible with the post-plant util, the Defins coming in?
Yeah,
Roxy needs someone to swing into a crosshair.
they used their ults very early on that B show.
The defuse, and the perfect crossfire to come.
This is really hard to win. Not a lot of util 2v4. Nice shot, Anja.
And it's going to be lights out on 1 versus 3.
I feel like that tether should hit, but then it would pull him up. Ooh. Nice try. Alright.
struggled a bit on attack, but G2 are now one map away from taking back-to-back-to-back all three Game Changers finals. This
As
on the fade, much quieter performance because you're not on anything.
Here to only with the